Cheap is subjective these days because, if I'm going to be honest, that term is deceptive, especially if we are talking about SUVs. Manufacturers these days are upmarketing their stuff and raising the sticker prices of their products across the board. I even had a friend in Canada who told me that they can no longer get a good SUV under 35,000 Canadian dollars, which is about $25,000 here in the US. Still, this doesn't mean that you have no other choice but to step up your spending. The truth is, there are still not-so-expensive SUVs that offer outstanding reliability and on-road performance. What's up? This is Ted from CarlandTV. Get in the front seat as I will be showcasing some of the affordable yet super reliable SUVs that have a solid no-breakdown guarantee. Before I start, I would really appreciate it if you would push those buttons below, the subscribe button, the notification bell, all of them. I am not requiring you to do so, but you would make me smile and push me to give you more valuable car-related content on your screen. Now buckle up and let's get back to the video. 2024 Subaru Forester. Subaru Forester has already entered its 2025 model year, but with a stark increase in its price. So I think it's better to switch to its 2024 version, as this one is still under the $30,000 price range. It's not too late to get one anyway. Specifically, the base model is about $28,000. So yeah, it's still within the reach of casual buyers. As a crossover, the 2024 Forester succeeded in practicality and comfort. Its cabin is refined and clean and offers the utmost convenience to its passengers. It doesn't get noisy or shaky inside, and all the appointments don't feel cheap at all. It also offers usable cargo space. In fact, when you fold its rear seat, it fits up to 20 carry-in cases, which is more than what the RAV4 or CX-5 can offer. The chassis of the Forester is also finely tuned. It's not designed as an off-roader, but it doesn't shy away from beaten paths, especially if you get more equipped trims like the Wilderness and Touring. For daily commutes, the Forester is a satisfactory ride. It's fuel-efficient and handles really well. Although it has a powerful powertrain, it still excels in reliability rating. It won't break out of nowhere. That's a promise. 2024 Buick Encore GX. In terms of reliability and practicality, I am completely sold with the Buick Encore GX. It's one of those subcompact SUVs that places good value on your money. Its 2024 model year is roughly $28,000 bucks. Not too cheap, but not overly expensive either. All its key features, such as its engine, mechanical components, and electrical systems, are rugged and tuned. I suppose that for its provisions and quality, its price is indeed in the Goldilocks zone. Another thing that impresses me about the Encore GX is that it directly competes against premium rivals from Volvo, Audi, and BMW. Obviously, its competitors offer more for their price, but the Encore GX guarantees that it won't get you. The interior trimmings don't feel Spartan at all. I love that it has responsive and simple infotainment tech, and it also puts the driver in a good position to see what's ahead. It's not awkward at all behind its steering wheel. That checks out. After all, it's a passenger-driven SUV. Is the Encore GX a thrilling ride? No, not at all. The base engine only yields 137 horsepower, and the optional unit only makes 155 ponies. Needless to say, it doesn't accelerate fast. But that's all right. After all, athleticism is never its strong point. If you want a racer, move along. The 2024 Buick GX was made to give you comfortable and safe daily commutes. 2024 Kia Seltos. There's no shame in getting a Kia this year. This SUV has been doing well in terms of sales and market popularity, all thanks to its refreshed design. The Kia Seltos has a base price of $25,500 or so, which is already an attractive proposition. But unlike other SUVs in its segment, this Kia car is actually fun to drive. It doesn't have thrilling acceleration, but it's nimble and has a good driving verve. Plus, if you are looking for an affordable head-turner on the freeways or city roads, this SUV has gotta be it. The Seltos also blends practicality into its ethos, with the primary reason being that it's between the bigger Sportage and the smaller Soul. In short, it has enough passenger space and cargo room. In fact, its hauling compartment offers more carrying capacity than the Hyundai Kona. As I mentioned, The latest Kia Seltos will not blitz the paved paths, as it only has a 146 horsepower 2-liter engine. But if you are willing to spend a little more, you can bolt a turbo 1.6-liter engine under its hood, allowing it to produce 196 horsepower on maximum. I also think that upgrading to the turbo will give more value for your money, as it puts an 8-speed automatic transmission into the setup instead of a CVT. Of course, I also have to highlight its reliability factor. So far, its engine and other electrical and mechanical components have no known major malfunctions. So even if it's true they aren't the best in the class, they will still not put you in costly and potentially dangerous situations on the road. 2024 Hyundai Venue. I mentioned in the introduction of this video that it's already difficult to get a good, reliable SUV with a low sticker price. It's just a good thing that there are exceptions that you can consider and explore, such as one Hyundai Venue. The 2024 version of the Hyundai Venue is an astonishingly inexpensive SUV. Its base price starts at $21,000, while the highest limited trim is only $24,000. This makes the base model of the Kia Seltos more expensive than the entire Venue lineup. Also, I think the limited trim of the 2024 Hyundai Venue drives the most value out of your money here. Aside from having all the features of the SE and SEL trims, it also includes denim skin for its interior and exterior, which adds to the aesthetic quality of this vehicle. But hey, there's no problem if you restrict yourself to base trim. You would be surprised that it has multiple standard safety features, such as forward collision warning, automated emergency braking, lane departure warning, and lane keeping assist. Of course, you should already accept the fact that this SUV is Spartan compared to its more expensive counterparts. Take this for an example. It doesn't have the driving power to speed its way through the highways and interstate roads. At the same time, it only has a CVT for its gearbox, and the entire thing works with just the front drive. But does this mean it's a boring SUV? Well, I had a chance to drive a Venue in our neighborhood here in Colorado, and it did surprise me with its agility. It's not fast but maneuvers well, thanks to its compact body and responsive steering. On freeways, it requires attention as the steering isn't that composed, but in the grand scheme, I think you'll get by with this SUV if you are tight on money. 2024 Chevrolet Trax. I want to call the new Trax affordable rather than cheap. I think it deserves better. The goodies it brings to the table are actually more than what you are going to pay for it. Don't worry. This one is as entry-level as it can get. The 2024 model year only costs about $21,000 for the base trim. But that's all right. Look, ever since the Trax was redesigned, its popularity in the U.S. market has been boosted. One of the major changes in its architecture is its size. It's slightly bigger than its predecessors, which in turn gives its interior more legroom, headroom, and cargo space. The cocoon of this thing is comfortable. It's Spartan, but the seats are not stiff, and the essential tech is present, so I can't complain that much. Plus, it offers solid reliability. So far, I haven't read or heard complaints about its key parts, such as its engine. Sure, there are flaws here and there, but most of them don't affect the reliability or performance of this SUV. Nonetheless, I will not gaslight you into thinking that this is a sporty and spirited vehicle. Based on its specs alone, it's kinda clear that it will not accelerate fast, as it only relies on two turbocharged 3-cylinder engines. The standard variant only makes 137 horsepower, while the optional engine gives off 144 horsepower. But unlike some SUVs of its class, this one offers all-wheel drive, which, if you are going to pick, would give the car a 9-speed automatic transmission. I see the Trax as a top pick for an inexpensive yet highly reliable SUV. It's not flashy, but it gets the job done. And that completes our list. Thanks for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share buttons. I know it's a chore, but it helps the channel a lot. Until next time, drive safely. Drive safely.